Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? You know what it is. You know who it is. It's your boy Ruben coming at you with the new week, new video, and definitely got to talk about the clown show that is the Brooklyn Nets. And I hope that they are just in pain right now, let me tell you. Okay. So, what have we learned here? I personally hope, and it's not going to happen, but I personally hope this is kind of the death of the super team. But it's not going to happen. People are always going to try to do this, especially with the whole player empowerment movement. But let's just really get into it. Okay. The Brooklyn Nets last night, were swept by the Boston Celtics. At the end of the game, you see Kyrie Irving, congratulating the Boston Celtics with a smile on his face. And that is just a repulsive look to me. When you consider everything this team has gone through, basically a lot of the problems were due to Kyrie and his antics. Okay. Now, I'm going to preface all this to say I am a New York Knicks fan, and I don't like how they went ahead and chose Brooklyn over New York. And I'm now glad that, they're in Brooklyn. I feel like we dodged the bullet and da 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 da. But as a basketball fan, a basketball purist, right? I feel like, and just as a man in general, I feel like what makes me angry about watching the Brooklyn Nets is the sheer arrogance. Okay. Kyrie Irving, and say what you want about whatever stance you're on when it comes to the vaccination and whatnot. The problem I have is Kyrie Irving lost his equity in terms of having the benefit of the doubt. So, what does that mean? Everywhere you turn, Kyrie Irving finds a reason to not come to work. And his job is to play basketball and make millions of dollars. I don't think he's ever played 82 games. I think only 4 times he's hit 60 games throughout his career. And once he signed in Brooklyn, convinced KD to go there, and he got ultimate leverage over an organization, he decided to just disappear. At one point, coaches didn't even know where he was. Just didn't go to work. Um, in Boston, he just randomly decided to get a nose surgery in the middle of the playoffs. So he's a different dude, and I can respect that to a point, right? That he's different. But when you make millions of dollars, right? And mind you, I'm a normal guy. I don't make millions of dollars. I have to get up and go to work every day. No matter how much you hate your job, you got to get up and go to work because that's what you got to do, right? Some of us have to get vaccinated to keep a job. So when Kyrie Irving takes the stance that he wants to be a voice for those that are being forced to be vaccinated or be without a job, but you don't really hear much else. You just see him not working. I don't know what he's done to further that cause whatsoever. And in the process, he's hurt his team. And he's so delusional, right? Because in the post conference, he's talking about how they're going to collaboratively fix the roster and manage the team. If you're anybody outside of Kevin Durant, how do you feel about that? Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge, had to think of his name for a second, and that's how sad it is, were DMPs. LaMarcus Aldridge didn't play in the series at all. You went there to try to win a ring, right? And then you got the Bruce Browns, Andre Drummonds, the Seth Currys, you drafted Cam Thomas, Nick Claxton, Joe Harris, like those guys. You hear Kyrie say that. How you feeling? Because mind you, keep in mind they've already overhauled the roster in the James Harden trade. Because remember Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, guys that actually made the playoffs are no longer there because that's what they wanted. Does that look like a situation that's going to fix itself when the guy that's not even the best player on the team is talking like that? We're going to manage this team. The guy that won't come to work, right, but still wants a paycheck, but wants to be a voice for those that are basically surrendering their paychecks because of their stance on vaccination. If you're really a martyr for the cause, you wouldn't accept the pay. You would actually sit out all games. You wouldn't just play half. And you wouldn't accept the pay. That would be furthering the cause. Because then it'd be in the headlines that you stood for something. But all you did was stay home and got paid. And it affected the team. And now you guys have embarrassed yourselves on a national level. If you're Kevin Durant, how are you not pissed? Pissed. Okay. Now he might not say it publicly, and he might not even feel it to like right now. But when it's all said and done, and he thinks about his legacy and the way people look at him, and if we treat him, if they don't win another championship or it doesn't get better than what it is, which I don't know how it doesn't get better because they got swept. So I mean, you ain't got nowhere to go but up. I mean, I guess the worst. I mean, you could not make the playoffs. So I mean, there's that. But I have a hard time believing that happens. So long story short, Kyrie Irving, ultimate clown. One of those dudes that just thinks he's deeper than he is and thinks he's more important than he is. He told James Harden after the trade and told us, I told him he's the point guard. The fuck? Who gave you that power to dub the point guard? What a clown. What a clown. What a clown. And don't get it twisted. Kyrie Irving, I think, is one of the most skilled players of all time. One of the best ball handlers we've ever seen. I mean, dude's a magician on the court. But it's always one thing after another. And you're Kevin Durant. You come from Golden State because you want to establish your legacy. You only need one ring, to be honest with you, right? Because he already has two. To be honest with you, you only need one ring to be able to say, you know what, I did it. You know, I proved that I could lead another team. You know, and then if you win more than that, you're in debates with LeBron, right? And Kyrie convinced him to come to Brooklyn, and now look at his legacy. We're questioning if he's even as good as we ever thought he was. Kyrie's a dude that convinces you to rob a bank. No matter how many times you say, I'd never do that. But gives you the plan that's just so good. You know what? You show up to rob the bank. And Kyrie doesn't show up. Y'all end up getting arrested. That's Kyrie. That's what Kyrie's done here. And then they trade for Ben Simmons because don't think I'm not going to give Ben Simmons no smoke. All right? And I'm smiling because it serves these guys right. We don't need a coach. Are you serious? We're going to manage the team. I told James Harden he's the point guard. Who do these people think they are? And then Kevin Durant's going on there. What made y'all think I would go to the Knicks? Bruh, we all know. Listen, we all know that the Knicks was on that list. I don't believe it. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I think you pivoted because Kyrie got you to pivot. Because he's that guy. Let's go to Brooklyn. So Ben Simmons, they trade for Ben Simmons. How they got these two head cases on one team is beyond me. Ben Simmons refuses to play for Philly. Mental health issues. I don't buy it, but okay. Doesn't play. Gets traded to the Nets. You got what you wanted. You're no longer in Philly. And every other week it's like, well, he's gonna aim for this game, right? Manages to avoid every single game. Oh, well, he might play game 4, which was the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Okay, because I don't know why if you play game 4, why you can't play 1, 2, or 3, but you can play game 4. Dumbest shit I ever heard. So the team needs you, right? They wanted you. They traded assets for you. When they went into Philly and beat them, they were saying stuff like, if you mess with Ben, you mess with us. They got your back. You're showing up to the games. I'm sure fans are still talking shit to you. So, I mean, why not get on the court? Okay, and you guys can miss me with the mental health stuff because the man ain't going to war. Okay, he ain't going in no boxing ring. He will be okay. We're asking him to earn his 20 plus million a year or whatever it is, because I'm sure he signed a max deal, I believe. Go dribble the damn basketball. And in this particular series, you ain't even got to dribble it much. Just stand in front of the guy that's dribbling the basketball. And he couldn't do that. The man is scared to play basketball. You don't get sympathy from me. You make multi-million dollars, multiple millions of dollars to dribble a basketball and shoot it. And you got two guys on one team that refuse to earn their paycheck at the cost of one of the greatest players we've ever seen's legacy. This is disgusting. Disgusting. It pisses working class people off like myself that I can't just not show up and receive my check. And for you smart asses, yeah, I know that there's sick time, but you run out of that. Okay? Ben Simmons is filing a grievance for his money in Philly because he hasn't played a lick of basketball, but he thinks he should make the $20 million back that he was fined. Can't make this shit up. Can't make it up. I don't know where Brooklyn goes from here, but it is a shit show in Brooklyn. And as a Knicks fan, I am here for it. Serves you guys right. That's what you get. And while you guys are over there imploding, we're just stacking assets at this point. All you guys had to do was make the playoffs to be revered in New York. But you chose Brooklyn, the little brother. And now look at y'all. Those are my thoughts, guys. My Knicks fans, I hope I held it down for y'all enough. If I missed anything, post it in the comments. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Appreciate it. Peace.